Hello everyone. Today we'll cover the topic PLC in brief. Okay, and we'll have an introduction on it. We'll try to understand what is RLC versus PLC. What are the hardwares that are used in a typical PLC system, and few types of PLC programs. Now, PLC or the programmable logic controller. Okay, it is an integral part in industrial automation. These are engineered for control tasks like timing, logic sequencing, and arithmetic operation. It employs digital and analog input-output modules along with software programming, basically used to control the machines and equipments in the industry. So unlike traditional RLC control circuits, okay, which makes use of various relays in order to control the device, okay, the PLC is more efficient for the control of these devices. Okay, if you can see here, okay, there are various relays and switches connected to control the motor. Right now, in case if you want to change the operation of a motor, then it requires the rewiring of the circuit. Whereas in PLC, okay, the same control can be achieved by just changing the program. Okay, so thus it eliminates the need for extensive rewiring as in the case of RLC. So a standard motor starter circuit can be seamlessly, okay, this is the starter circuit, it can be seamlessly replaced by the PLC. Okay, so a typical PLC system has a component, okay, like you have a processor, you have a power module, input output system. So here in figure you can see what I was talking about was RLC logic. Okay, so relay logic control, okay, they require various relays, okay, and even wiring are very complex, right? So whereas in PLC, okay, all those kind of wirings are not required. You just connect the input and output devices and you can program it, right? So the hardware components of the PLC involves, okay, you have a power supply, you have a processor, okay, you have an input module and the output module, fine, and along with it you have a programming software. Okay, so you require a desktop or the laptop, okay, in order to program the PLC. Fine. So the power supply of the PLC, okay, it takes the AC supply from the mains, and the output of the power supply are fed to the other integral part of the PLC, other modules like processor, input, output modules. Okay, they are fed into this system. If you see, okay, the input module, okay, in input module, various input devices like switches, potentiometer, okay, receiver, okay, all the input devices, okay, can be connected with the input module. Okay, whereas in the output module, output devices like motors, relays, okay, valves and lamps, okay, these things can be connected at the output devices. Fine. Next, okay, the processor. Okay, the processor comprises of the CPU and the memory. It makes decisions based on the input device condition and are guided by user-created program stored in the memory. Programming devices, okay, like laptops, tablets, okay, those are equipped with dedicated softwares like Studio 5000 for Allen Bradley PLC or Semantic Step 7 for Siemens PLC, okay, are used to create this program. And various types of programming languages are used for PLC. Few of them are functional block diagram, ladder logic diagram, structured text, okay, structured text and sequential logic. Right? The functional block diagram comprises of blocks arranged to control output devices based on the input conditions. Right? Operations such as and or operations, okay, as depicted in this figure, okay. If you see the AND operation, okay, these kind of blocks are present, okay, in the programming software. So you have to use those kind of blocks, okay. For OR logic you have this kind of block, for AND logic you have this kind of blocks. So these blocks, okay, it's like a pictorial representation and you connect it in this circuit, right? Next you have the ladder logic diagram, okay. It features, okay, it normally features close and open contacts, okay. As you can see, these are the open contacts. Here you can see a close contacts, okay. As you have seen in the case of relay, okay, it has NC and NO contacts. Same type of contact switches are used here, okay, and they take as a form of a ladder, okay. When you write the program, okay, it takes a form of a ladder, okay. So that's why it is known as ladder diagram, right? Now when we see the structured type programming, it is similar to C and C++, okay. It involves creating a dedicated program using alphabets and numericals, okay. So if you can see here, if statements like if for AND gate, if you see our AND operation, okay, statement like if IN1 and IN2, okay, if both are true, then output will be true. So such kind of a programming can be done in structural text programming, right? So these are few programming languages that are used, and this is a brief introduction, okay, for PLC. I hope you have understood. So the PLC, okay, it finds applications across various industries, and in subsequent videos will deliver into the basics of PLC programming. Our ladder logic program will discuss in the next video. Fine. So thank you so much.